Hey folks, this video I'm going to replace my i7 10700K with an i5 11600K. So, you know, probably a bit of a downgrade, but this will bring PCIe 4.0 to this motherboard. We'll do some benchmarks, we'll do some other stuff, and hopefully we'll pull this CPU out of here safely. So, I would, you know, suggest electrostatic gear when you're touching your CPU or other valuable components in here. In this case though, where we're at, there is no static electricity. So we'll go ahead and put that back in its little plastic container. And we're going to grab our i5 11600K. Now, interesting enough, I just did a little test with this on a Z490. Did not do the BIOS update, and it did not fire up for me. So, just a little surprised by that. But just not quite like my experience with the going from 8th to 9th gen. So it would appear that you definitely need a BIOS update. Alright, so that's in there. I'm going to pull this back, make sure that slips under there. It is, and then we're going to pull this down. Now, of course, if you have the little plastic gizmo, that would pop off the plastic cover that goes on there, like this one, okay? If you had this new installation. So we're going to go ahead and put some thermal paste on this, and then we will get this thing fired up. Alright, so Noctua recommends 4 to 5 millimeter diameter. We're using Noctua paste. And so, a couple things. We're not putting the M.2 in. There's a hyper spot on here. And then over here is the Ultra. We want to orient this as well so that it's going to be configured this way. And you always want to check to see if these are symmetrical. When you put that fan on there, it may overhang in the wrong spot. So let's go ahead and drop this in. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and lightly go around, put a couple threads on each one of these, and then we'll go back and tighten it up. Alright, so they're all tightened down. Now we're going to put our fan back on and fire this up. CPU fan's on. We're using this gizmo for a starter button, and I've got to make all the rest of the connections, so we'll do that real quick. Alright, so we've got the main connections done, CPU connector. We've got 24 pin. We've got, I think we might be missing the keyboard or mouse, but we'll get this to fire up without it. We've got HDMI, and then here's our power button. Fire this up. So we have power over here. Let's go ahead and turn on our monitor. Get that ready to go. Hopefully we'll see this shortly. Alright, there it is, folks. It's firing up for the first time. i5 11600K. So like I said, didn't have any luck with the Z490. You can see right there it's not really ready to go because it doesn't have the graphics drivers on it. It would appear for UHD 750. But hey, we got to fire up. That's a good sign. Check out benchmarks. We'll do some gaming. The drive that's in there will have Fortnite on it, so we'll be able to hopefully compare that to the i7 10700K, give you an idea of how that performed, because this will be basically the same setup. We will also plug in the old Samsung EVO 980 in the hyper spot in the future. So thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.